So anyway, Gloria's Sicilian, as you probably know, 100% Sicilian.
Well, that's dangerous.
It's dangerous.
Let me put it, I always tell people that I have to obey her, or the familia
Yeah,
get me.
the mafia gets you.
Maybe, maybe. How many families came here originally to settle this area?
Originally, about 170
Families.
family.
So maybe 500 people?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
And a few single guys and like that, but it was about 170 family.
In San Vito, were there many Ticos? I mean, was there a San Vito? Was that there?
No, it wasn't San Vito. San Vito wasn't here.
Okay.
And here, this was old forest, the whole thing. I was going by here with a mule because it was only a trail in the bush. And that's why we were going by from here to Aguabuena.
Why did you come from Italy? Why did all these people come here?
Well, you figure after the war, everything over there was down. And they didn't start to rebuild, nothing. So in 1954, it was a chance to come over here with a company, they was asking for the farm worker. So we just come over. I was 15 years old when I met here.
Okay, you're 15. And your parents were with you?
Yep. Yeah, the whole family can come over here. My
How many
parents,
brothers and sisters?
we're 7 brothers. no
7
sisters.
brothers, all brothers.
Yeah.
Tell me about your parents and what they came for. What were the reasons?
Well, the reason was to look for something better than what we have in Italy. In Italy was nothing. My father was working, I was working in a factory and there. I started work over there 11 year old. I worked in a factory with bolt and nuts and all this stuff,
Wow.
Yeah, but it was giving me something to eat.
Well,
That's about it. No, not too much.
What made you come to Costa Rica instead of the United States?
Because in that time and there, it was a little difficult to get to the state. Not difficult, you have to get some connection before you can get there. And here, the company, they brought them over. They paid the trip and everything, they brought them over here.
And
What company? Yeah.
Sika, that was the name.
And what did they do?
Well, it was a company, they want to make a Italian colony.
Okay.
And of course, it's a company, don't not get a company don't lose money. So they bring those family here. They give that company have 10,000 hectares, a bush in here. The government give it, so they can develop. So they brought the family here. They give it 20 hectares each family. So they can plant coffee and mostly here was coffee. That was the main thing, coffee. The rest, the company said, yeah, you can plant anything you want, and then we can buy them and all that, but there was no raw, only by plane. And the fare was, when you get to San Jose, it was too expensive. You can sell it. It wasn't feasible to take the product to San Jose by plane because it was too expensive. There was no raw. So, and then that's what the company kind of went not bad, but it didn't keep up with the contract. Because we come over with the contract. We can produce anything we want. They buy it from us and all that. They bought the coffee. The rest, the last.
Now you were 15 years old when you came here. When did you leave for Canada?
I lived when I was 27,
Okay, so you were here for
12 years.
12 years. Why did you go to Canada?
Because in 12 years in here, I come over with a suitcase. In 12 years, I don't even have a suitcase because it ran away. There's nothing. You can. In 12 years in here, the only thing we did is just eat.
Well,
And that's it. It
so
was
you
not,
couldn't make any money,
no money, no progress because there was no raw yet.
but you did have 20 hectares.
Yeah, my father had 20 hectares. I work on it and all that, but was no road to take the product out. So here was there. That's it. The only road was to Aguabuena, down to Ciudanelli, and then you get the train to Golfito because there was no road to Golfito. Only the train was going there, which was the United Fruit Company. And there you take a boat to Punta Arenas to go to San Jose. I mean, it was an ordeal. It wasn't just one day thing. It was 2-3 day trips, to get to San Jose.
Well,
We just took the Cerro de la Muerte the other day, and I was thinking about how different it is now. I mean, we could make the crossing in, a short couple of hours compared to what it must have been before the highway was put in.
When I went away in 1966 from here, they were just starting the Interamericana. They were just putting the gravel down and all that. They was building the bridge, but nobody can go through the bridge because you go through the rivers all the time. And in Cerro La Muerte was the same thing. It was all gravel going up there. It was just starting the make. Because when I come over, Cerro La Muerte, you can even travel with a car. It was there, in 1954. It was still just a trail like that, oxen and all that stuff, And then after, in 12 years, they progressed in there the road, because the only road they was making. So, but it was when the road was made, you can't get out from that side. You want to go to Buena, you go down to Palmar, and you go down to, and then go up to Cerro La Muerte. But you start out in here 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and you get in San Jose around 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night.
Wow. Big difference.
With a car. Huh?
still better though than it was before.
Oh yeah, before you can go through with a car. There was no way.
Yeah.
So how
Now,
long-
I'm sorry, go
How
ahead.
long were you in Canada?
28 years.
Are you a Canadian citizen?
Oh yes.
You get a Canadian pension here. Okay.
And I have a question too about when you went. Did any of your brothers go with you, or were you?
Everybody,
Everybody, your whole family went.
the whole caboodle.
Wow.
Including your mother and father?
Yes.
Oh, are any of them still in Canada?
Yeah. All my brothers there.
Okay. Do you go to Canada to visit now?
I used to go every year, and all that. And now I go every 2 years and all that.
Okay.
And now this year I'm gonna go in the 1st of September. Gonna be there.
Do they ever come here?
2 or 3 of them they come over to visit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what made you come back to San Vito? The beauty. Yeah.
Yeah. You retire in Canada, what you do? You go to the mall where the coffee, everybody sit there in the coffee, all the men just chat all day and nothing. In winter time, what you do?
Yeah.
I don't like winter sport.
No.
Oh, I like ice fishing. That's about it. But the rest in the winter is long.
So you came to Costa Rica to retire just like we did.
Okay. How long have you been back?
22 years,
Oh, you're back a long
Wow.
time. So you came back and you were 55?
55.
Okay. So you retired early.
Yeah, the company I was working in there, they had too many people.
And this is in Canada.
In Canada, yeah. It was an electric company. They were selling electric, the power to the state for less money what they can produce it, because that was the market. And so they said, well, we can't do that using money all the time. So they said, we cut down and stuff. So they want to cut 10,000 people.
Wow.
And they give a chance to the guy 55 and over to take whatever pension you got, 10, 15 year pension and all that, and they give you a 1 year pay, lump sum like that, and a week for every year you work in there.
Wow.
For
Early
an
retirement.
incentive to take it.
Yeah.
So I figured I already have a house in here, so I figured out, I said, here we go.
Is-
Are you happy with the decision to come back?
Never regret that.
Oh, good.
No.
Great.
No.
Is the house on the original 20 hectares, or did your
Oh,
family sell it?
When we went away, we left everything. Forget about everything. Can't sell anything or nothing like that, so we left it. That's it. The bank took over. That's it. After the bank, they sold it to other people, but we left everything because it was the only way to get out.
Okay. Well, you're
Yeah.
glad to be back now.
Of course. Unfortunately, I never had school. Only primary school. That's it. 5 years in the primary school. And I come over here at 15. There was no schooling here.
Right. There's nothing.
The only school was in San Jose. What are you going to do? You got to work,
Yeah.
for living. So that's it.
What's the population of the San Vito area now? Do you have any idea?
It's very hard to say the population of San Vito for the county.
What is the
Okay, the county is about 45,000 people.
And what's the county name?
Costa Rica.
Santa Rosa. It's 45,000. And
I have a question. When we got here yesterday, we went into town to the Centro Cultural de Dante Alighieri,
Uh-huh.
and it was closed, so we didn't get to. You've heard that a lot, I'm sure. What do they have there, and is there a
They
way?
have the history of the San Vito,
Okay.
all the history, Italian history in there. I mean, part of it. Because here they call it San Vito because the manager of the company, and his name was Vito Sansonetti. Of course.
Sansonetti.
Because in San Vito,
that's pretty nice to call yourself Saint Vito.
You know,
That's pretty good.
He was from Rome. Of course, that's the thing that I like. He was a captain of frigate, boat,
Captain of a frigate.
frigate, Even in the phone book, he put him on. But he don't put on there, he was on the wrong side. He was with the Nazi.
Oh, so he's a
Because
Mussolini and all that.
Mussolini went to there and then he went. He don't put that on. His father was an admiral in the Navy. But it's a very well family in there in Rome. But boy, that guy they was here to make money.
Yeah.
It's simple.
Did they
Yeah.
make money? You said the company.
Of course they made money.
Okay.
Because first of all, the only thing they get from the guy here was coffee. They pay whatever they want. I find that out after. The guy that worked for the company, and close by there, let's say they pay 100 colon a measurement. To the other guy only pay 50. Nobody know that, because everything was very good. I find that out after, the way they was working. Of course they can make no money, because they was paying the product half the price.
Were they selling the coffee in Europe?
No, they was taking it to San Jose. And
Oh, so they're
San
selling it
Jose,
here.
they have San Jose. They have a government. And they receive all the coffee and they export it.
Receive it.
Yeah. So, but that's what I find out. And well, he was here to make money. For the first 10 years, everything was okay. The company keep up. Then the bank come over. So we owe money to the company, naturally, because the first 3 or 4 years, before we get coffee, they give us money to live and all that. So when the bank came, they transfer all the property to the bank, and they get the money out. Let's say I got $20,000 mortgage in the farm, my farm. So they put them in the bank, and they get the $20,000. Then you pay the bank. And that time the interest will kill you, and you can even pay the interest.
So they were making money, but the bank now had your property.
Yeah.
And they didn't. So originally, you said they gave it to you. They didn't really give it to you. They gave it to you
They
to
sell it
farm.
to you.
They sell
They
it
give
to
you
you.
They give you 20 hectares, but so much an hectare.
Yeah.
They got it free, but they don't give it to you free. And then
Yeah.
from there, every month they give you money to make a living, to the coffee, produce something and all that. And then I find out they was pay only half the price of what they pay to other guys. I mean, they kill anybody.
Well,
That's why everybody went out, because they,
Nobody
like
made
I said,
money.
12 years, I just
nothing
leave.
to show for it.
Nothing to show.
Yeah.
Nothing to show. I come over here with a suitcase. I went to Canada with a little suitcase.
How many Italian families are still here?
It's a lady from the University of Costa Rica. She's making busy. I don't know what they call him. She's a journalist. strange. She didn't phone me yet. She tried to find every family left in here. And so far she only found 17 families. In San Vito.
Out of the 170 that were originally here.
Yeah, because all the other people, they did the same thing we did. The only thing, they went back to Italy.
Yeah.
Only one family went to Australia, and our family went to Canada. The rest went back to Italy.
Did any go to the United States?
Huh?
Did any go to the United States?
None.
Okay.
None.
Interesting.
The thing is, in around 1965, I think they started to rebuild all the disaster after the war. So they need labor over there. So everybody, they went back over there. Some went to Germany to work and all to build all the habitat. I don't know if you see something about the war. Germany was flooding out. Huh? So they had to rebuild the whole thing. Huh? But they talk about 10 years or more before they start to rebuild. You know.
Now, the families, the 170 families that came, did they come from all over Italy or primarily all over?
All over. Mostly from Rome down.
And where did your family come from?
Milan.
Milan.
Well,
Okay.
Bergamo, which is about 20 kilometers from Milan.
Okay.
You know.
Because I know we talked to a lady at the Pizzeria Liliana, and
We
she
were
said
living
Rome.
2 kilometers away from them.
Really?
Yeah.
And here. Not in Rome. She's from
In
Rome.
Italy.
She's from Rome. She said she was from Rome.
No.
Well, the one person that we talked to said Rome, but there were other people there.
Yeah.
No. The owner, the lady there, Liliana.
That's the abuela, right? The grandmother? We did not meet her.
Okay. She was living 2 kilometers away from us in another town. The town over there, they was very close, 2-3 kilometers.
Did you know them from a
Nope.
long time ago?
Well, we knew them when they come over here.
Okay.
That's it.
Do you speak, what is your best language? Are they all the same? Italian, Spanish, and English?
They're pretty all the same. Italian, sometimes I get messed up with the Spanish, huh? Because
Yeah, it's
some word, you know, and then I
confusing.
say, oh, no, you know, but well, English, that's what I talk. I never went to school or anything, so I learned English on the street like that, working. I can read it pretty good and all that, but I can't write it.
Are you married?
Yes.
Tell me about your wife. I heard you talking to her today, and she had an appointment today.
Yeah, she's getting the beauty salon today. Get the hair done, the nails and all that.
Good
That
for
take
her.
about 2-3 hours, you know,
What's her name?
daily,
Does she go to the beauty salon weekly or monthly?
monthly.
And is she a Tica or is she
Tica.
Italiana?
Tica,
Tica.
Italian they're not good.
Why? Tell
When
us
I was
why.
here, there was quite a few girls Italian girls
Yeah?
here, but nothing. I went away. I was 27 when I went away, and the only girlfriend I have was the wife I got now.
So you had her as a girlfriend when you...
When I was here, before I went to Canada.
Wow.
We were for 3 years. I was gonna get married and take her to Canada with me. The whole family opposed, and the whole family.
Whose family? Her family
Her
or
family.
your...
Oh, my family, no, her family.
They opposed. They didn't want you.
Yeah,
Or they didn't want
me.
her to leave,
Oh, they
probably.
didn't want her to
They
leave.
don't want her. In that time, it wasn't too many people go to the States. He said, you go to the States? Really? You know,
Yeah.
nobody moved from here. It wasn't that many people. It was only a million people in whole Costa Rica.
Right, back then, yeah.
And here in this county, in that time, it could be about, I don't know, 7,000 or 8,000 people. That's it. It was hardly any, you know. So the family said, oh, she go over there, we can see him anymore, this and that. And she was 18.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Did you marry someone else in this? Did you
Yeah,
get
in
married?
Canada.
And was she married to someone else here?
No, she was living together with a guy, but never married.
So you two got
Long time.
together again.
Yeah.
This is a good love story, you know.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
She had 4 kids. And when we get together again, the younger kid was 10 years old. And it was 10 years already, she don't live with the guy anymore. You know, she was living in the house.
And did you
Family
have
house.
children before you married her?
No, I married a Canadian, and she can have no child, so we adopt a brother and sister. They're over there.
So you have 6 kids
I got
altogether.
6 kids and 15 grandchild.
Wow.
Yeah. So how do I keep in touch? Well, father I can do because her father cut all the communication off. No letter come to me, no letter go to her. For about over 2 years, we can get any letter.
Wow.
So I said, well, you can take it, but then you give up, huh?
Yeah.
So then I start, 10 years after, I come back in here for visit. I come over for a month, and all that. I went down where she was living in there, and all that, and with her father and all that. So, and then had coffee with everybody, because I kept, I could have been a little bit mad about it, what the father, but I said, okay, that's life.
That's because you're very pura vida.
I said that's life, that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
So I never have, and then every year I come back. Yeah, I've been married now for 19 years with her. Yeah.
Wow.
Because
It's longer
when
than
I-
we've been married.
When I come over, when I retire, I come over with my Canadian wife. 3 years later, she died. So 2 months after, I was with her.
Well,
I was there waiting
Good
for me.
for
let me
you.
tell to me, it wasn't a lot of time, but she was already there, and you had this big past with her. You had this big history with her, and so I think you.
And she was living along with the father and mother in there, and so.
I'm going to ask you a question about love. Do you feel like? Do you sort of feel like she was the love you lost and then you found again, or did you?
It never went away. It was there all the time.
I was going to ask you, was that love of your life? Was she the love of your
Yeah.
life?
Whenever I was married over there for 20 years with the other way, but in my mind all the way
Always thought about her.
about her, yeah.
That's beautiful.
And when I come to retire here in Costa Rica, well,
Now that you're 77 and you've lived a pretty long life, I'd say, for both of us. And do you feel pretty satisfied with the way things have turned out? I mean, are you pretty happy about the way things have turned out in your life?
after
You seem pretty happy to me.
oh yeah, I'm happy. Oof. Up to when I went to Canada, everything was very low. When I went to Canada, I worked on a farm. I was making $1.25 an hour. The minimum wages. But with that $1.25 an hour, gosh, we were making a good living. I went over there with a job already for the farmer. Farmer gave us a house and I was the worker. And then the farmer called all the other farmers around. They was coming and get my brother, my father, and all that. Take it to hand and bring them back at night. So everybody had work because we need a lot of labor in that time. See, we went to Canada not with a visa. We went there with a resident.
With a what?
Resident.
Resident.
Yeah. We went over there. We were resident. We wasn't just
Visitors. You were a resident.
Yeah, we were resident. So we were making a good living, even if it was minimum wages. We were pretty good.
And it was the family living together. I mean, we all sort of sharing the
Oh, yeah.
costs. Your
Yeah.
family.
We was living together. Then, of course, with the year, a guy got married, went out there. A guy got married, went out there. But I was in there with my mother for about. I was 38 when I got married the first time.
Did you ever
Wow.
join the military?
No,
Okay.
they called me
Okay.
in Italy. In Italy was obligatory.
You were awful young.
Well, when I went to Canada, I was already over 20. Huh? When I was here, I was 15, and they sent me paper in here to.
You mean they sent you while you were here?
Yeah,
They sent you a paper
Yeah.
to join the Italian army.
yeah.
Wow.
But they only pay you the way over, not the way back.
Not the way back.
So you just said, forget it.
Forget it. And that. And even when I went to Canada, they still. I was 28, and
They were
still.
they were after you.
Yeah. I said, forget him. I'm not. I still got the old passport. Italian passport.
Yeah.
They come over here. I went to the Italian embassy in San Jose. They don't want to renew it.
It's good.
He said, you got to go to Italy. I said, forget it. You pay me the trip back and forth, I go.
So you say you're pretty happy with the way things have turned out.
Of course, I'm very happy.
Me too.
And with the time now, you know, I learned how to relax because you come from over there. It's just like a rat race.
It's about Italy.
And no,
Canada.
Canada.
Canada and the state is the same. It's a rat race.
Yeah.
And you go and do something, and you gotta wait for an hour. Gee, why you gotta wait for an hour? You know. But here, you gotta have patience, and plus get some more patience behind. But see, I went in the bank. Everybody know me.
Yeah.
There's
It's
no
like
one-
you in San Ramon.
It's no one in there.
See, this is his
There's no
town.
one in there. As soon as I get in, everybody, hi Eugene, how you doing? How you doing today? Everybody. So it's a very good team.
Well, you know, we're so impressed by we think it's so clean here. It's very pristine and clean, the roads and the town, and it just really looks nice, you know.
Yeah, that's a little better than San Jose and Alajuela and all that, yeah.
A little.
And we got one thing. It's far away for everything. So, well, yeah, you get the odd thing, they robbing here or robbing there, but not too often. You
So
know.
the crime as well.
Crime is very low here, you know, and because it's too far away. Mm-hmm. You got a few rats in here in town, you know, but they know who they are, you know, and all that, you know. But crime, you say, not even 20% of what you get over there in San Jose. No, not even that. 10% maybe.
No, it's similar where we live in San
San
Ramon.
Ramon's
It's
yeah.
very
low crime.
peaceful.
Yeah.
Not
so,
as low as here, I bet. But
No.
the town is actually fairly good size, you know. I mean, there's a lot of commerce going on, and like I said, clean, really nice.
Well, the town is the center. Everybody live out, and they all come to shop in town.
It's like like
That's why, and there is a chaos going on with the car because
Plus, they're working on the streets.
now
A couple
they
of-
start today.
Yeah.
yeah, we
Well,
saw that.
yeah.
They start
We went
today.
down that street yesterday. And
Yeah.
today it's blocked off.
Yeah.
So
But they got to pave a new one. It's okay. We are very lucky in this county. The road very good.
yeah,
I can tell you, 10 years ago, if I go from here to San Isidro, it took me for 4 hours. Now only take 2 hours.
okay,
Yeah.
that's good to know because we're going to San Isidro tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 hours you're there in San Isidro. But before it take 4 hours, and boy, you go like a drunk
Long
guy.
way.
Trying to
yeah.
avoid the potholes.
Oof, it was potholes. The whole road was a pothole.
If you ever make it to San Ramon, if you ever find yourself anywhere near, please call us.
Call us ahead
We
of
would love to
I
have
was
you
there
over
about twice
in your whole life.
in the 22 years being here.
Yeah, not real
Because,
convenient.
The tourists, they know the whole team in Costa Rica. The one they live here, they know the zone.
Yeah.
I go out. I go mostly Santa Maria d'Ota, San Gerardo, and all that. Because my wife family is around there. All over the place. So we can go in there to visit family. We can go there for 2 months, 1 day in each house, and still don't visit everyone. She's 11 brother. They're 11, and her aunt was 11. The other was 11. It's about 4 family with 11 kids.
Big family.
Because in here at the hospital I go every 6 months to get the blood, and to check everything out, and that's it.
You're healthy.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
complain about it.
Healthy and happy.
Oh yeah.
What better could there be?
If you're not happy, it doesn't matter where you are, that's not good. And here, I say, you can't find another place in Costa Rica like this to be happy.
It's a beautiful place.
Yeah,
Nice meeting you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
no problem.
Thank you. I
And
really
remember,
enjoyed
we're
this.
here. So.
Visit us at retireforless in Costa Rica.com.